Maybe you're somebody who actually gets really inspired by the new year. Fresh start, new me, all of this stuff motivates you. Or you could be someone who gets completely overwhelmed with it. I have been both. I have been someone who has expected the sudden motivation to come where I change overnight. I then quickly fail because, let's face it doesn't work that way. End up actually resenting all these habits, these new goals that I set for myself and thinking, well, that's just not possible for me. I have been there. And I feel like I have truly cracked what works. I'm going to talk about the small changes on the day-to-day basis that make the biggest difference. The effect of focusing on those realistic changes that you can make tomorrow that make for a happier you, a more balanced life. And we're not just going about copying other people's. I'm going to share my own. I think this is a big thing with social media is you'll hear people list out all their New Year goals, all their habits. You'll copy people's vision boards, which makes no sense, but we're all just chasing that like similar aesthetic. And I am going to share my daily healthy habits to slowly yet realistically level up in 2025. Sticking to my 3 non-negotiable morning routine steps. Working on your morning routine being a Whoa. That gave me such a fright. Improving your morning routine, working on your morning routine, being a morning person, waking up earlier. These are things that we see a lot of people put on their goals list. I think we get swept up by thinking every single morning has to be perfect. And yes, I post these like lavish 6 a.m. morning routines. But even I am telling you, you truly only need a couple of non-negotiable steps to have a really solid morning routine. Things that you can realistically do every single day. Things that create a little ritual that maybe get you excited to wake up. One of the very first things you do is make yourself a little cup of tea, but it's part of your ritual. It also helps with your foggy morning brain. You know, when you wake up and you're like, I have no idea what I need to do, and you end up snoozing. Mine for sure are planning my day. It gives me so much mental clarity. I'm way less likely to procrastinate. Nutritious breakfast. Your girl does not function well if she doesn't have a good breakfast. And I'm a really big believer in habit stacking. I've spoken about it before. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. It is essentially taking advantage of connected behaviors. By choosing an existing habit, which could be as simple as brushing your teeth. I hope you remember to brush your teeth every morning. Or for me, coffee. I will never forget to have coffee in the morning. And say it's journaling that you want to start. You can put your journal next to your coffee or in your bathroom by your toothbrush. Bit of a weird place, but it will work at first. Next is I want to wake up earlier in 2025. But with that, also prioritizing a healthy sleep schedule. I love a sleep in, but I love like a sleep in at the weekend that feels deserved. I'm sure if you work from home or you're self-employed, you maybe relate to this. It is just the #1 way for me to feel less overwhelmed throughout the day. I kind of already feel like I've done something right. But a big thing I've learned, the worst way to become a morning person is to shock your body into just trying to completely change your sleep schedule. So if you're used to getting up at 8 and you want to get up a couple hours earlier and you just start setting that alarm for 6 a.m, it's gonna feel rough. It's not gonna feel good. A great little tactic is adjusting slowly, so setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier each day. Next one I'm working on is showing up for myself by having a get ready routine every single day. Making more effort with my appearance, and genuinely not in a way to like impress or for anyone else. It is purely for how I feel in myself, so that I just feel like I show up each day a bit more presentable for myself, more confident, and honestly less sluggish. I don't know, if you think about your dream self, as a lot of people like to talk about, what do they look like? It's acting like that version of yourself. Even if it's just doing my hair, it doesn't have to be a whole operation that takes an hour. I want to experiment a bit more with fashion. I want to really find myself with what I like wearing this year, and the only way to do that is by like practicing putting together an outfit every day. Big one as well is putting on jewelry. I love jewelry. I love how it makes you feel, how it makes you feel more put together. I have some beautiful new jewelry pieces, part of my collection I want to share with you guys. Say it with me, 2025 is the year we stop buying jewelry that's going to turn our skin green. This has been a goal of mine for a couple years now, to like slowly ease out of the habit of buying fast fashion, buying an outfit just for a night, buying a piece of jewelry just for one outfit. Jewelry is a big one that I have slowly been investing in, building up my collection. Obviously, saying that, good quality jewelry is really expensive. Something I think a lot of people don't know is how so many jewelry brands have such a high markup price. That's why I am very grateful to be partnering up with 𝓕𝓲𝓷𝓭 to show you a couple of their beautiful, beautiful jewelry pieces. A brand that have truly mastered the art of creating beautiful, timeless pieces that are also high quality and therefore will last you. I mean, 𝓕𝓲𝓷𝓭, actually, fun fact, in Norwegian literally means line, if I'm correct. And so that gives you an idea. Their brand is very sort of minimal in design, yet super effective, and that's definitely the style I prefer when investing in pieces that I want to wear for years. Okay, so why are they more cost effective than a lot of luxurious jewelry brands that we see? 𝓕𝓼 sell directly to the customer. There's no middleman, therefore it cuts out that markup price. They sell their pieces for approximately half the price of the average retail price for the same luxury level quality. They also truly hold sustainability at the heart of everything they do. So where possible, they use recycled materials. No fast fashion jewelry, like I said, turning your skin green or going brassy after 2 wears. Also, here's a little peek at their beautiful, beautiful packaging. Their packaging is sustainable as well. You can see how pretty it is. This would make such a lovely, lovely, thoughtful gift. First piece I want to show you is on my finger right now. This is their twist ring. This is plated with gold vermeil. I feel like a lot of people have heard of gold-plated jewelry, but the gold vermeil that 𝓕𝓼 used to coat their jewelry is 5 times thicker than your typical gold-plated jewelry, meaning this will last you so much longer. I've had this for over a month now. I wear it every day, and I don't know if you can see, there's absolutely no tarnishing. It still looks brand new. I have seen rings like this go for over double the price of what this was. I'm never gonna get bored of this. Like, look at how gorgeous, just minimal that design is. Perfect for stacking as well. I love having like loads of rings on my finger. If you're wanting to invest, 𝓕𝓼 also do solid gold. Now, obviously solid gold is more expensive, but solid gold will last you for life. And look at how cute these are. I have literally not taken these out since I got them. These are like my dream pair of earrings for my second haul. These are solid 14 karat gold. Their diamonds are lab grown as well, so a lot more ethical, a lot kinder to the planet. They have so many beautiful solid gold pieces. However, if that is out of your budget, I really recommend checking out gold vermeil. So timeless. I love the little hanging chain. The best part, I have a special offer with the code Becca Watson. I'll have my link as well in the description bar to make it super easy for you guys to check out 𝓕𝓼. I am so obsessed with the designs they carry. Their brand is just so beautiful, and so it's been such a pleasure working with them. Making time for more healing, mindful habits. Even if it is 2 minutes of meditation or a 5-minute stretch, it could be a journal prompt, it could be gratitude. Prioritizing them and recognizing their importance, just like how we do with exercise, with eating well, it is actually easier and quicker than you think. The effects of it work wonders. Working out strengthens your body, makes you stronger. Keeping yourself well fed fuels your body. It's how we function. Mindful practices help with your inner health and your resilience, and they do not have to take hours out of our day. Very similar to what I was talking about with habit stacking. Attach it to something that's already seamlessly part of your routine. Something I've been doing is journaling, like whilst the kettle's going on and making my morning coffee. Journaling is such a good way at improving like how you self-communicate. Does that even make sense? How you communicate. It allows you to like properly process all of it. In the mornings, a lot of the time, I don't have that many thoughts. So I definitely prefer journaling in the evening, maybe with a cup of tea, and it's just like a nice wind down activity. So yeah, these little practices, we need to stop thinking of them as extras almost, because they really are a way to respect and care for ourselves. Screen-free activity each day. And this could be walking, it could be reading. My mindless scrolling has been particularly bad recently. It goes through phases. Like when we first moved into this house, for those of you who have been following along with the moving vlogs, didn't have Wi-Fi for ages because we messed up and it took us ages to set it up. That's my bad. And also the network provider that I'm with doesn't work in this house. Like I do not have signal. It was like being in a vault. I promise I have a point. I feel like you can tell I used to have a podcast and I miss doing the podcast. I'm definitely bringing you a way more like chatty podcast style episode. Anyway, my point is that when we moved into this house, I was very much forced to have like a phone detox. And I realized what was interesting was how I very quickly got used to coming out of that habit of having my phone literally be my like third hand. Even if I'm going downstairs to make some coffee, like I want to have my phone on me. What if something happens? What if someone needs to reach me? What if I need to quickly Google something? And when we had just moved in, it reminded me that those moments away from your phone really help you sort of center yourself, and it stops your brain going. I'm addicted to TikTok again, so I'm having to be a bit more disciplined and strict with myself. Let's face it, like that's what works. Me moving into this house and literally not having signal is what worked. So we are going to be doing a power hour of screen-free activity. Call it an hour, but if it's 30 minutes, that's completely fine too. To being completely screen-free, and I'm talking going out for a mindful walk where we don't bring our phone. That sounds a little dangerous. Only do that if it's safe to do it. Or like that hour before bed when you can just really unwind, you can sit and read a book. No one needs you. You don't need to be on your phone. If you were on your phone, what would you be doing? Probably just mindlessly scrolling. The days where I do this, it is crazy how much better I sleep. Tech-free zones in your house as well. I have never managed to be this person, but I've met people who keep their bedroom as a tech-free zone. I love that. Set boundaries with yourself. There's all those like features on your phone, like focus mode and stuff. I don't know if you've found this, if you take like a few days off of Instagram, it's actually really nice to just like not know what everyone else is up to and that take up some of your energy. Daily movement. That doesn't have to feel like this hardcore chore or like hardcore exercise. I, for one, am someone who needs that mindset shift. I need to stop telling myself that having time to work out is a luxury when actually it's a necessity and it's something I need to be prioritizing. I think when we see so many other people working out online, it makes us believe that like that's what healthy looks like when it truly might not be your healthy. It is about keeping your body functioning, reducing stress, boosting happiness, all those feel-good hormones that come from working out. Your version of movement is valid. And since we are talking about those like realistic daily things that you can keep up with, hitting the gym every single day, I know for me there's 0 point putting that on my goals list. It will not happen. But going for a walk every single day and aiming for your like 10k steps. I don't do that every day, but it's a good thing to aim for. I went for an evening yoga class the other night, which was so nice. I did it more so as like a little self-care thing, but it was also on a day where like I didn't do any workout in the morning, so it very much counted as my movement for the day. And it was also really fun because yoga isn't this thing that I do often. And I think sometimes we forget that, yeah, exercise, movement can be fun. Whether it's joining a team sport, joining a run club, walking your dog, meeting up with a friend to walk your dog. Workout classes, that's probably my one. I love like the yoga class. I absolutely love ClassPass, the app, because it means you can just try a bit of everything. If one day you're in the mood for reformer Pilates, one day you're in the mood for a spin class. On the days where I'm really snowed under with work and I'm really like, I don't have time today. I'm very lucky to have a standing desk, which I've had for I think over a year now, and I recommend them. It's actually crazy how as humans we're really not designed to be sitting around all day. So even if it's standing for half an hour, that definitely adds up. More connection with loved ones, with nature. This is a very, very important one for me because I don't feel like I actually prioritized this last year. When you look at us as humans, right, to take a step back, the simple things that we actually need are your water, your food, your sleep. This sounds very dumb, but bear with me. Like actually, most of the time when I'm personally feeling really stressed or anxious, under the weather, I a lot of the time will ask myself, well, have I been outside today? Have I had a nourishing meal? Did I get enough sleep? And there's always going to be one of those where the answer is no. Have I spoken to anyone today? No. It's weird because connection is actually a very basic human need, and our world today, with like just how fast technology has evolved, we live in this world that's very self-efficient, and you can get away with kind of not needing to connect with anyone, not needing help from anyone. And so that's why there is a lonely epidemic. We do crave connection. So making a habit of like your daily check-ins with people you love, at least one person every day, even if it's a text, it's a quick FaceTime, it's just calling someone as you're walking to the station, having mindful, purposeful meal time as your like connection time, trying new things, new hobbies, and feeling like I am constantly pushing myself out of my comfort zone, feeling uncomfortable. Basically, I need a bit more of that in 2025. What is it they say? That you miss 100% of the shots that you never take? That is a very good motto. New hobbies obviously are great because we all need to be growing and learning new things. Even though if we're grown-ups, we need new challenges for our brain. Hobbies are also a great sort of gateway into unlocking creativity. I was going to use the word silliness. I'm just saying that because I went to like an acting class last night, which was very scary. It was like a theater group type thing, so very much not what I've been used to. And it reminded me that like it's okay to be silly and goofy, and like don't lose that part of yourself. Hobbies is a great way to meet new people. You learn about yourself a lot through hobbies. The biggest thing with hobbies, because I feel like we have it in our career, is we're constantly stressed about not progressing enough, or we're not where we want to be yet. So even though we should do this with our careers and our daily life, remember to enjoy the process and not just be fully focused on the outcome. And it's okay to be bad at something. It's okay to be a beginner. Embracing the awkwardness and not being very good at something it's a way to build resilience for sure. This one's very much for me, that's why I put it in. Clean as you go, that habit. I know a lot of you probably do this because you're all adulting very well. Genuinely, this isn't just about tidiness. For me, I've realized it 100% is about creating a sense of calm, fostering a space that allows for productivity, and actually so that I just feel better within myself. Something I love doing is in the morning, I will pretty much always play podcasts. I'm home alone. I like just having like voices as I'm doing things. It keeps me off my phone, but I'll have my breakfast, my coffee, whatever, with a podcast in the background. And then I will set my 10-minute timer, because that's all it is. 10 minutes. I'm not going to completely mess up my workday by delaying it by 10 minutes to clean up my space. And what I'll normally find is that, yes, I'll manage to clear like the morning dishes and stuff, but I usually have an extra 5 minutes for doing laundry, or maybe it's cleaning a mirror, like one extra thing. And that clean as you go process means that you get to the end of the week and you don't have an absolute pigsty of a home around you. I need to be way better at the 1 minute rule, where if it takes you less than a minute, do it immediately. We're gonna end on this last point, which is fueling your body with nourishing food. I know that sounds very vague, and I'm also always quite careful to talk about anything nutrition related on this channel, because I never want to come off as an expert. I certainly don't know what I'm talking about. I am not trying to give you nutritional advice or anything. It's just my personal experience. Yeah, I've been building a bit of discipline around making sure it's kind of just nourishing food that's in my fridge. I'm definitely a big snacker, and so this just makes it easier on myself. During the day, I want to have snacks that are gonna make me feel good. And of course, like, we can all indulge, it's fine, but it's about adding to it. For example, I love dates. I know they're not for everyone, but they're actually such a great little sweet snack that's gonna satisfy the sweet tooth, that's gonna make your body just happier than something a bit more processed. Add these good nourishing foods to meals you're already having. You want burgers tonight? Fine. What can you maybe add to it to make it a more nutritionally dense meal? I think I want to get a lot more experimentative and creative in the kitchen. I love cooking, but I'm very guilty of, like, during the week, I just want to make something fast and not have to pop out to the shops, which is why I love your meal kit delivery services like HelloFresh. Actually, I get so much inspiration from recipes online, finding recipes on TikTok, or seeing like what I eat in a week videos. I might make one of those very soon. A little health goal I want for this year is to really try my best to purposely keep my weekdays alcohol free. It's all about balance. It's not about punishment. We're reminding ourselves that in 2025. That's it. I shared my approach to goal planning for the year a couple of videos ago or so at the start of January. And so these points are not goals. They're the small daily changes that I can make that will help me achieve my goals. I hope you found this video useful. As I said, I'll probably be making a little what I eat in a week very soon. I love making those videos. But for now, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will see you guys in the next one.